where we just talk about sports and just, we shoot the shit and just have a good time with it all. Um, so to begin with, we're just gonna kind of go over what we're talking about today. We're gonna talk a little baseball, a little basketball, then we're gonna get into our main segment with the BPL and all those games. This is your host with the most. I am Jacob. I'm gathered here with my fellow buddies. We got the beautiful Nicholas. Do you want to introduce yourself?
That is a very good picture of you, Nick.
I searched. I searched.
I am shocked.
I can't even find it.
All right, Nick.
God, he looks like a stud.
All right, go ahead, Nick, and introduce yourself.
On that one, huh?
Jesus.
There's a lot of editing.
Yeah, I'm Nick. There is no editing there.
All right, we're moving on. We like to call him Mr. Reason. He's gonna keep us all in line, but we got the man, the myth, the legend. We got Tucker here.
I'm gonna create so much chaos.
I'm sure you will be. And then we got Mr. Statistics, the betting odds, the whatever you want to call him, the cutest man on the planet. We got Dougie with us as well.
Yeah, I'm also gonna fact check throughout, just to keep you guys, ready. I think you said BPL. Barclays does not sponsor anymore, so it's EPL or Premier League. So
there we go. See,
fact check, one
Get
for one.
Fucked, idiot.
Hey, I thought this was a clean podcast.
Yeah, it's clean, man. Come on, let's keep it.
I'm out. I didn't know that was a rule. I'm out.
All right, so I guess we'll get into our first thing. We'll cover the baseball games real quick here. So we got the Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays right now. Houston's winning 3-2, bottom of the seventh. Tampa Bay with a 3-1 lead. What do you guys think? Is Houston going to reverse sweep or is Rays going to close it out?
I would say if the game does not end tonight, I'd say that Snell's going to shut the Astros out tomorrow. That's just my hot take. I mean, the Rays do have Babe Ruth in the lineup.
Which person are you referring to, Nick? I'm gonna have to fact check that one.
I don't know how to say his name. Randy.
That's great for a podcast.
Randy. I don't know how to say his name.
You're gonna have to learn how to speak if this is gonna be successful.
Yeah, this is a 100% speaking
I can't say
role.
names.
Hang, let's look up the Rays roster real quick.
Yeah, let's see if we can
What
figure out.
position does he play?
Randy Arzenada.
Oh my god.
Rosanareda or whatever his name is, I think.
Rosarena?
It is.
A Rosarena? Is that what you're trying to say?
Rosarena?
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
He has 7 home runs this playoffs, I believe. He has a home run in almost, I'm pretty sure, every game this series.
I'm thinking that this will go to Game 7, and I do think the Rays are going to take it in Game 7, but I feel like the Astros are coming back pretty hot.
You're saying all the way to 7? This is Game 4, right?
This is
Game 5.
This is Game 5 right now.
Oh, this is Game 5. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a tied-up series, and I think the Rays are going to take it in 7.
Now, I think, the Rays just, I don't know what it goes to. They're just too good to lose 4 in a row to an Astros team that, let's be honest, they weren't that good this year. They still got the names, but they were, the 5 or 6 seed? They weren't that good this year.
Weren't as good without their cheating.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not
no
pulling 4
trash
straight against this
cans.
Rays team. This Rays team is really good. They almost pulled it out last night. It's only a 1-run game right now. I mean, they could still win this one, and then, like Nick said, Snell in Game 6. I don't see any scenario where the Astros win 4 in a row on them.
This is gonna sound really this is one of my fucked up sports things. Even as a Yankees fan, I always kind of root for the Rays anyways, just because they're such an underdog, shitty team all the time, and then they always have these super exciting young players that come in and then unfortunately leave because they don't have the market or anything. But they're just, I think they're a significantly more fun team to watch than the Astros, and that it's I would definitely prefer them to win, and I think they will.
They're one of the teams too that they don't have a starting ace every game. They go bullpen almost the whole time, right?
Yeah,
their
the
bullpen's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean that whole team is a Billy Bean wet dream. So that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, and I like that aspect of them, that they just throw a random pitcher in.
And wait, going back Arena fact check. I think he said 7 home runs. He actually got that right, so good job.
What's
I didn't
called?
know
Are
we
you
were gonna
are you
get
are
that
you including
confirmation.
tonight's though? Are you including tonight's?
Yeah,
Did he
that's
hit
what
one
I was
tonight?
doing.
He did hit one
Yeah,
tonight.
I was including.
I'm not
tonight's.
sure. I'm on Baseball Reference. I don't know if it updated, but I'm
Okay.
gonna call Nick right. So good
All
job,
right.
Nick.
Also, the whole Rays bullpen, nobody throws under 95.
Yeah, they throw heat. That's for sure.
Like, they just throw straight heat. But Tucker,
Doug,
you were
I
saying
might
you
need a fact check on that one.
Tucker, you were saying that you were
That one's
rooting
gonna be
for the
harder to
Rays
fact
this
check.
year. Do you not remember when Chapman threw at what's his name's head and the
Well, no. I'm not saying that like I was rooting for them this year. It's just like whenever they're good, it's like it makes the whole division so much more exciting and everything. And like it'd be cool if like the other teams in the division would step it up. Like you got like the Blue Jays and then that shitty Baltimore team. That
Blue Jays
never
made
does
playoffs
anything.
though.
But like
No,
yeah,
come on. It was the 8 seed.
But,
They
like,
still made the
I'm saying, like,
playoffs.
with-
They were like the bottom, like 16th. What is that? Are there 30 or 32 MLB teams? They're either 50% or bottom 50%. So they're not that good.
And leave Baltimore out of this, man. We're struggling. Just let us be.
But I'm just saying, like historically, like it's a division that's dominated by two teams, and then you have other ones pop up here and there, and it's a lot more fun and exciting to watch when there's
I agree.
a multi-team race going on and everything. And then like I am also just very like fascinated by these smaller market teams that are able to build up teams and make these like short, quick runs and stuff. And I think Tampa has been doing that pretty successfully for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, like you think about it, the Blue Jays have had their streaks and stuff, but like I feel like the Rays are on a more consistent cycle of it,
Definitely.
and
Definitely.
they tend to do it with homegrown players and everything, which I also think is super interesting versus going out and bringing in a Joey Bautista or whatever.
All right. Fact check. Rays good. Astros bad. I think we solved the puzzle there.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go on to game 2. We got Dodgers versus the Braves later on tonight. Actually, kicking off fairly soon. I'm pretty sure.
You don't kick off a baseball game.
It's all the same thing. Yeah, 8:08. So who we taking in this upcoming game?
Sorry, I'm gonna jump in because I think this is pretty clear. Dodgers got Kershaw going, and it's gonna be the Dodgers. It's gonna be tied, and I think Dodgers honestly might win this at 6.
You think they're just gonna take 4 in a row after the Braves came out pretty hot with 2 games?
I think the Dodgers are an excellent team, and I think that those first 2 games were just kind of fluky, and they almost won game 2. Like they were down big and then came back. They scored 4 runs in the 9th inning.
Yeah.
And almost won that game. So I think they're too good. I think they're an overpowered Braves.
So are you saying though, for if there's anybody watching, you take the Dodgers, bet the house on them?
Well, it's not a bet the house. It's just I like it's not a bet the house because the odds aren't good. You want to get into the odds here.
Yep.
This game, I mean, I looked at it. Dodgers are minus 220. That's a terrible bet. I'm not betting that.
And that's why we have you here. You gotta tell us what these are.
Yeah, I'm not taking the plus 188 against Kershaw. So this is a stay away game. This is a watch it, stay away. Had we recorded earlier, I would have told you to put some money on the Dodgers to win the World Series because their odds were over plus 200 to win the World Series, which I think were very good for the time being. But it's all going to change after tonight, I think, because they're either going to be way worse, down 3-1, or tied 2-2.
And the Braves have Bryce Wilson on the mound, who I don't know what kind of year he had.
They're having a bullpen. They're having a bullpen day, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of starts this season, but 15 innings pitched. So, yeah, looks like a bullpen day for them as well, kind of following in the Rays' footsteps. Anybody, you guys think it's going to be another blowout, or is it going to be a closer game?
I don't know. Well, it depends, because which Clayton Kershaw are we going to get?
That's a good point.
His back was hurting him, and Kershaw in the championship series, like division series, has not had the best luck. I mean, his ERA in the postseason is almost over. I think it's 4.3.
Doug?
And then I think he's 11-11 in the
Are you talking
playoffs.
career or this year?
the playoffs career. I don't think he's pitched in the playoffs.
Yeah,
this year.
I know playoff stats are fun, but I don't know if it's applicable to this year at all. There's just I mean, there's half the fan,
Fair.
like there's less than half the fans, so he's gonna be out there. He's gonna be nervous, but I would side with Kershaw even with his playoff struggles here.
In this, another thing with Kershaw is they scratched him from game 2, and it wasn't because like his back was hurting him on Tuesday when he was supposed to pitch. It's because his back was hurting him on Saturday, so his back's been hurting him for a couple days now.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's feeling better.
Yeah,
I don't know though.
I'm going with Dodgers today for sure. I mean, I like Kershaw a lot, and I don't know the Braves. You never know what the Braves are. I mean, I was not expecting an 11-run first inning. Was that yesterday? But that was definitely something else.
All right, fact check: Kershaw postseason ERA 4.23.
Close enough. I was gonna say that both of these offenses are like phenomenal.
Yeah, no,
Every offense in baseball is phenomenal now.
That's a good point too.
Much do you miss Mookie Betts? Like, how
So
sad
much.
does that make you?
He was so much fun to watch last night too. I watched that game.
Yeah,
he's
so
much fun.
so good.
He's so fun.
So let's.
I'm saying Atlanta in 7.
You're saying Atlanta in 7.
And then the Albany boy Ian Henderson's gonna pitch another flawless game and continue his 14-inning scoreless streak as a rookie.
Interesting. I like that take. It's something different. I would like to see both the series go to 7 games. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Just a lot of baseball to watch. But I guess we'll have to watch the games and find out. Moving into our next segment, we got Lakers won the NBA Finals. Was it meant to be, or was it rigged? That's the question I'm asking you boys.
I mean, what are you saying was rigged about it?
Yeah, I saw this on the show doc, and I was like, I don't even know like how anyone's gonna take the rig side here.
Okay, I was also gonna say I didn't know if I was just didn't know about something, or like because
No.
I don't watch a ton of NBA if I missed something. But yeah, no, I don't know. They won. Like, it was a weird playoff with the bubble and everything, but like at the end of the day, they won. They Anthony Davis is just incredible, and yeah.
I'm putting it out there just as a conversation piece. I mean, we look at way back to Derek Jeter's last game against Baltimore Orioles. Got a fastball down the middle as a rigged walk-off hit. That's just my opinion.
All right, I don't see the connection, but the Lakers were the best team in the league, minus the Bucks, and the Bucks playoffs. It is what it is at this point. And then LeBron's the best player in the league right now. So until Durant comes back and shows that he's healthy, he's the best player in the league. And they got lucky with avoiding the Clippers because playoff P was in full force. But it was just like it was such a it was fun playoffs, fun games. But then at the end, you look back and you're like, oh, it's kind of bland. Like, of course the Lakers are gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really had too much hope for the Heat taking them 4 games. But
No.
Were you surprised that they got 2 out of it?
Yeah, I was surprised they got 2. Jimmy Butler pretty much won both of those. I thought they'd get 1, but 2 was impressive. He was pretty great.
He did lead their team in pretty much every stat category. I think I saw that, if that's correct.
Oh my goodness! Does anyone have the baseball game on?
I did just get a quick update that we have a 3-3 game now.
Choi just hit one to, from California to Japan.
I'll pull it up real quick. We got a 447-foot home run. That's a moonshot for sure. We got a tie ball game there, though.
Do you guys think
This is great content. Listening to people watch baseball.
Do you think they
I mean,
juice
do
the
you want me to
baseballs
make
for
an apology
playoffs?
as I commentate the game?
All right, go ahead, Nick. All right, cool.
Sweet,
Do you
Nick. That was
think
awesome.
they juice
Fact check.
the baseballs?
Like right now, or in general have they?
Yeah, because no, just during the playoffs, because Padres Stadium isn't known for giving up as many home runs as it is right now.
I mean, I feel like it's also the playoffs though, and like if people step up in big moments, like it happens, and I don't know that you can just say that they juiced them. Like in the past, have they? Absolutely, I think they have. But I mean, just swapping them out for the playoffs, I don't
Last
know.
year was bad.
All right, so Doug, question for you here. Ryan
Oh, yeah.
Bono in chat just said Jimmy Butler solidified himself as a top 10 talent in the league after this playoff run. Would you agree with that?
It's tough to. I don't know the list, but it's a great playoff run, and it showed that his talent is up there with the top 10. But
You can see on Jacob's screen right now some of like the leaders in stat categories, if that helps you
but,
kind of throw together a quick list in your mind.
I know we love the playoffs with the NBA, but you can't really forget that they were a 5 seed. Like they played pretty much a full season. They were a 5 seed, and like Jimmy Butler had turned it on in the playoffs here. He wasn't doing that in the regular season. Like he was fine. He wasn't playing a top 10 player in the regular season.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get a lot of what's the word? A lot of street cred or whatever it is for this playoff performance. But you could say top 10 right now, but if you want my prediction, I think he doesn't do this next season. I think he's good. I don't think he's this good next season. I think, by halfway through next season, I don't think we're going to think he's top 10 anymore. Like, I think, he's a very good player, but he also, he's good. He also doesn't shoot threes. Like, it's going to be very tough to consistently be a top 10 player in this league. You don't do shoot threes.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. I think he's starting. I kind of agree that he's going to be a top 10 player to start the season, but as the season goes on, there's definitely going to be other people that outshine him, and I don't think we're going to see Miami in the playoffs next year. That's just my opinion, but
That's a little hot.
Hey,
A little hot takey.
That's what we're here for though, right?
I guess so. There you go, Nick. Get it out.
Any
There's
other
a lot of rumors that they're gonna try and trade for Giannis or Joel Embiid. So
I can see Embiid going there. I don't know about Giannis.
I don't think they'd trade for Giannis with 1 year left on his contract, but they'd probably get him in free agency, I'd say.
no,
Go after him.
isn't he he's a free agent this year?
No, he isn't.
Is he not?
No.
Oh, you've got
That's
1
just
year left.
Anthony Davis.
Fact check.
Just
I
Anthony
will fact
Davis.
check, but I know I'm right.
All right. Well, do we want to kick into the main point that we got going on with the EPL for this week?
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
we
so excited.
Fact check. He's under contract.
So let's pull up the list of the games here. So first game we have, I'm on the wrong date here. Saturday 17th. Yep. Everton versus Liverpool. We got our prediction sheet here. I think this is going to be a fantastic. This City Arsenal is definitely game of the week for me at least. I'm
Yep.
very excited to watch either of them if I'm not watching Tottenham, obviously. And me personally, I'm going with Everton to win this game. I don't know, Doug, if you want to hit us with some odds or whatever, or
Yeah, I got a couple notes here. Jake, the last time Everton beat Liverpool?
when was it?
1967.
October 17th, 2010.
Damn, I was close.
22
Wow, that's a long
matches,
time ago.
11 Liverpool wins, 11 draws. So yeah, I mean, you think Everton's good this year? I sort of disagree. I think this is a get-right game. Overs, I mean, a lot of goals in the Premier League before the international break. Aston Villa game with Liverpool 7-2, Everton 4-2 Brighton. I think the odds on this game are. Sorry, I'm just controlling the conversation. Like Liverpool, like minus 150.
So, just by what you're saying, are you saying Liverpool's taking the win here, taking the full 3 points?
No, I actually think the pick here is the tie. Tie's plus 310. I think that's great odds because, like I said, 11 Liverpool wins, 11 ties. You're much more likely with a tie than an Everton win, I think, just because they don't beat Liverpool.
Are you predicting a lot of goals or no?
Oh yeah.
All right, we got
Oh yeah.
Doug going with the tie with this one. Splitting the.
So I was gonna say something very similar to what Doug said, where he said that this is a Liverpool get right game, but I feel like more than that, it's just like a prove it game for both teams. Like obviously Liverpool needs to get right; they got to get back to the form that they had, like last season and everything. They haven't quite looked like themselves. And then you have Everton, who is probably the most hyped up team in the Premier League right now, that needs to basically prove that they've earned that, and that they are as good as everyone thinks they are against a team that, I mean, even though they are underperforming right now, like most people would still say is one of the top teams in the league.
Yeah. So are you going with a tie for this one, or are you picking a
I
dub?
don't see it being a tie, and I'm struggling to go either way, but I am gonna go Everton as well, I think.
Are you seeing is Calvert-Lewis gonna go off? Is it just gonna be a team effort, or is there gonna be one person that's just gonna control the game for him?
I mean, I love James. So
Yeah.
like now that he's on Everton, whenever I think Everton, like James is the first thing I think of. It's like back when like Lukaku was there. Like to me, Everton was Lukaku. Like he's changed a lot of things for them, or at least it appears up to this point. Kind of like I was saying, like it looks like they've changed a lot as a team. He's doing a lot in the midfield as far as creating and everything, and just kind of changing the dynamic of their midfield. And this will be kind of one of the big tests to see if he is, like everyone's saying, the best. They're like a lot of people are saying the best signing of the transfer window and everything, and
Yeah.
so it's not only necessarily a prove it game for Everton, but like he's kind of in there as well. I think it's more of a prove it game for Everton than him, but yeah, I just think that they're going to go in there thinking with a lot of confidence and thinking that they do belong, playing against top teams and everything, and they'll come out with the win there.
Do they still have Pickford as their keeper, or do they got someone else?
I believe it's still Pickford.
Is it?
He's definitely still on the team. I believe he's still starting.
Do you guys want, before Nick tells us his prediction and everything, do you want to add scores to these, or do you want to just keep them as who's winning, tying, whatever?
I say we just pick winners and ties.
Yeah. Okay.
And if we get a strong feeling about one, we can.
Feel free to throw in a score if you really want.
I need
Double down on it.
clarification here. Am I getting my odds on my tie or no? Because if not, I'm just going to go Liverpool.
You can have your odds for sure.
I
don't
know.
know.
What? Give me Liverpool.
Give
me Liverpool.
I don't know what odds you want.
Well, I would only pick the
we're
tie
actually
because
betting
it's plus
here.
310.
But
Yeah,
I mean, if
if
you
I'm picking a
So
team
your
to win.
pick for what's going to happen in
All
the
right,
game
then I'll
is
take
you
Liverpool.
think Liverpool's
Yeah,
going to
give me
win.
Liverpool.
But if you
Give me
have to
Liverpool.
bet on the game, you're betting
And
top.
you idiots are picking Everton. I'm taking Liverpool. Like, I can't believe this is even a conversation. How can you
I
pick
like-
Everton? I
I
can't believe
like
this.
blue teams, not red teams.
it must be that for me too. I see blue, baby.
Yeah.
Nick, what you thinking?
Liverpool 100%. Like it's not
See,
even-
they're sticking with the red.
Not even a question for you.
Nope, not even a question. Allison's gonna be back. Mane's gonna be back. No more COVID bug in their locker room. They're just gonna come back and score. They're gonna win 3-1.
Nice solid victory
And
for them. You're thinking?
I wouldn't even say it's not even only James on the team that's the new best signing. It's Allen in the midfield. He's controlling the game for them too.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, when everyone was giving the transfer window grades and everything, like, and ranking all of the signings, a lot of people had James as the number one there, is what I was
Yeah, and
referring to there.
He was a free signing too, so it doesn't get
Yeah.
much better than that.
Yeah.
Before we go to the next game, do you guys think that this is, or more of a question for Nick and Doug, do you think this Liverpool's going to go back to where they were last season and just kind of control the whole table, or are they going to be kind of is it going to be more of a closer table in general for the rest of the season?
Closer table.
I think it's gonna be a pretty close table.
I mean, I got a pretty hot take for who's gonna finish 6th, but that's for later.
Is that Arsenal?
That is so far down there to have.
Such a random
I don't even
place
know
to
which.
be like, yo,
which
I know who's
team
gonna
could be
finish
that hot take
sixth.
there.
That's because Man U's gonna finish there.
I knew that's what your take was gonna be. Did you
Is
guys
that-
not?
Is that
That's
really?
not like that hot of a take. I don't.
No.
I
Hey,
mean,
Like
they
You know
if
what?
you
used to
I got
be
to
in the
admit,
top
if you
two,
asked me
so-
where Man U was gonna finish, I'd say 5 or 6.
Tucker, then why'd you pick him first?
It thought differently then.
All right. Let's we'll move on to the next game. We got Chelsea Southampton. Another red versus blue battle here.
I'm going blue.
All right, Tucker's going with the Chelsea.
I'm going red.
Really, Southampton?
Yep.
Before I
They sold
put,
their best player.
did they? Who they sell?
Hoiberg.
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot he came from Southampton. But Tucker, you see Kyle Walker-Peters playing tomorrow or no? Is he?
Is he injured or something? I haven't heard anything about him. I
No,
thought
I'm
he's
just
been playing for them.
I'm just curious of what your opinion is if he's got like the secured spot there or not.
I honestly am not positive. I don't think I've watched a Southampton game this year.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
They just straight up attack, and that's all they do.
With
I mean,
Walcott,
Kyle Walker-Peters
They're
can
just-
do that.
Well, Wolcott's new. That's a new addition. I didn't even think about that.
yeah, they got
Was he on Everton last before that?
Yes,
Or was he somewhere in
yeah.
between?
he's on it.
Well, they got Walcott, they got Shane Long, they got Danny Ings. They have decent forwards to attack with.
Danny Ings is a poacher. He's a scorer. Kind of reminds me of Harry Kane, but not as good.
We got Juicy Kazoo in the chat. You know, he's going let's go KC. I don't think he knows we're not talking football. I mean, American football. But I guess he's also a Southampton fan too. He's picking Southampton.
He likes red teams.
I guess he does like red teams. Me personally, I think it's Chelsea all the way. I think it's a no doubter. I don't see Southampton keeping up with Chelsea. I think Chelsea's going to put up a crooked number on them. Especially with if their new signings play, I'm very high on Chelsea.
Are you guys high on Lampard as a coach?
I think he's overhyped. I think he has potential, but I also think that especially this year, they've bought pretty expensive players, and yeah, there was some success with the young players, but now they've brought in a lot of talent. So is it entirely on him, or is it because they're just buying super expensive people and letting them do their thing?
Do you guys think Pulisic's playing time is going to go down, or is he going to keep playing?
No.
I think he's cemented himself pretty strongly. I mean, as long as he keeps up the form that he did last season.
Yeah, towards the end of the last season, he was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
He just has to stay healthy too.
Give me Chelsea, Jake. It's
no
easy call.
easy call for yourself.
Yeah.
Any
I like
odds?
Chelsea. I'm high on Chelsea this year. I think they're really good, really young. I actually like Lampard more than it sounds like the group does. So, yeah, put me in that camp.
I
Got
I don't I think they had a slow start. I don't know how many points they have, but I think they're gonna start tearing it up. I'm excited to see what Timo Werner does. I think he's a super fun player to watch.
All right,
Definitely one of
let's
the
go on to
most
this next game.
forwards.
I'm pretty ready for this next game.
Yeah, Man
Oh,
City
yeah.
versus Arsenal.
Yeah, you ready? I got some stuff.
All right, let's hear it.
So Arsenal loses these games every single time, and they don't just
Yes.
lose them; they lose them bad every single time. I'm not even joking. I looked at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games against either City or Liverpool. I'm gonna read you the scores: 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, 3-1. Arsenal loses all of those.
So you call it a 3-1
there's-
game?
3-0, 3-1, whatever. I looked at the lines. Aguero's set to return. I saw that news story. So there's like this game is going to be 3-0. It's going to be your 3-1. In terms of odds, I think the best value is a City adjusted line of -2.5. It's plus 270. I think that's good value for that.
-2.5. That's taking a chance though if it's a 3-1 game.
Yeah, I don't care. Arsenal loses these games every time.
Did you say the over/under on total goals?
I think it's 3.5, but I can confirm. Working to confirm.
They beat City.
They beat
last
City
time
in
they
the
played.
FA Cup. I'm only looking at Premier League fixtures.
I like City. I like City here.
City. Yeah, blue.
We gotta go blue, right? Stick with the blue teams. But I don't know. City's squad is they're just solid, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Arsenal has a solid squad as well. I think they're still trying to find their form this season still.
I genuinely think that Arsenal is overrated. I think that the attacking front three is extremely overrated. I love Aubameyang. Have since he was at Dortmund and everything. Was pretty upset when he went to Arsenal. I still think he's outstanding. I think Pepe is one of the most overhyped players in the Premier League. I don't think he can finish. I think he can do some flashy stuff with the ball and he's fast, but he's very one-dimensional. And then I don't think Lacazette on the wing really works. I think that he needs to be more of a central striker. And then same thing for Aubameyang, whichever way you flop him.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's always weird to me to see Lacazette out on the wing and not up top if they're playing both, because Arsenal doesn't go two strikers very often, do they? Not that I watch.
Lacazette never plays on the wing. Aubameyang always plays on the left.
All right, and that's why I said vice versa, because they have done it the other way as well. But I think Aubameyang's a lot more effective in the middle than Lacazette is, and I just think that you have two central attackers basically, and you're forcing one out in the wing, and you're limiting his potential. I think Aubameyang could be even better if he was target man forward and was able to have that free range in the middle of the field.
I will say though, if your best defender plays, hands down, Arsenal's gonna win. If David Luiz plays.
David Luiz plays?
Yeah.
What a god.
I mean, Aubameyang's played on the wing the past 2 years and he scored 22 goals.
And I think he would be even better if they would put him in the middle.
You could probably put him. You can put him at
two-striker system.
You can throw him at central mid and he'll still score goals. He's just a goal scorer. That's what he's gonna do.
No, he has the touch of a rapist.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
All right, who you going with here, Nick?
Come on, you already know who I'm going with.
All right, I'll put him in there for you.
They're gonna win 2-0.
They're not letting them score?
Nope.
Who's your keeper now?
Leno.
Still? Isn't he like
Gabriel and center back?
I 2-0, that not letting City scores, that's a take right there. One I disagree with strongly as well. All right, we got Newcastle, Manchester United next. Newcastle just extended Maximum, or however you want to pronounce his name.
Gucci guy.
Yeah, they just extended him, so they obviously like what he's doing a lot. And he's
John Wilson too, right? On that team.
Yeah, they just they bought him from Bournemouth when they got relegated. And Man United, they've been up and down for the past few seasons for sure. Ever since Jose left, it's been interesting to watch them.
Yeah, I'll start here. I like Man U in this spot. That last game they had before the break against Tottenham, they got killed, was extremely fluky. They lost Martial early to a red card, and then everything just went wrong. So I think this is just a get back from international break, reset, and Man U They're minus 157 for this game. I think that's fine value for them. I'll take that any day of the week.
Man U minus 157.
I'm also gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm also going Man U here. I know it's ruining my blue streak, but Newcastle isn't very blue anyways, so we'll go with it. I mean, I think that like at some point they just either have to start performing, or I mean, Ole's gone, and I mean, I definitely think they've been underperforming, and I don't know that it's entirely on him. I think it partially is based on the talent level of some of the players that they have who aren't necessarily living up to it. But like I feel like against a team like Newcastle, like they should be able to pull out a win and kind of get right after that last game, like Doug was saying.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised that Ole isn't gone yet, but I was expecting him. He definitely has a fire lit under him after the Tottenham game.
Absolutely. I feel like he has like this entire season kind of coming into the season. Like they had put things together a little bit at the end of last season, like when Bruno Fernandes and Pogba played together, and they looked really, really good next to each other.
Yep.
But then, I mean, it's kind of gone back where, you know, Pogba isn't doing anything. He's all grumpy again. And, I mean, at some point, like, you got to give up on Ole if they're not playing well. And, I mean, you have a number of players that aren't playing to their potential.
So, do you see Pogba going back to Juve anytime soon, or no?
I don't see him being on Man U much longer.
Wherever he may go.
How long his contract? Does anyone know?
That's a fact check kind of guy.
Pretty sure it's until 2022, but Pogba, they said if there was no COVID, he 100%
Would what?
100% would what?
would have been on Juventus. That's what Fabio said.
I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't. There really hasn't been any rumors of whether leaving or selling, like other than like just he wants to leave, but there hasn't been any like Man U's looking into it kind of stuff. Because
I mean, Man U's probably asking for an absurd amount of money.
Yeah, most likely, and they honestly probably don't want him to leave. But I'm taking a draw here. I think Newcastle is gonna I think Newcastle's gonna come out hot, take a 2-0 lead, and just kind of fall apart in the second half. And I think Manchester United is gonna get one back in like the 80th minute to steal 2 points or steal a point from Newcastle. I don't know.
I'm with you, Jake.
I think
the time Newcastle's in really great form. Before.
Just part of me thinks that Manchester United they're going to come out flat just after the international break, kind of almost like the opposite of what Doug was saying, that he thinks they're going to come out hot. I think they might just come out flat, and just after the second half they're going to have to step into it and really pressure Newcastle, and I think they're going to get the job done at that point. I mean, get 1 point from it. But yeah, move on to the next game, which isn't anything too exciting. We got Fulham versus Sheffield United. Anybody want to kick this one off?
I think Fulham's gonna win.
Have they won yet this season?
No, neither of these teams have.
Oh, they're both okay.
Yeah, they're both not very good. But I think Sheffield, they don't have a good striker. They don't have anyone that can finish in front of the goal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they've only scored 1 goal.
Nikos is going with Fulham, he said in chat. He said he got some good new pickups there.
Yeah, Sheffield's only scored 2 goals this entire year.
Where did they finish last season as well?
Sheffield, like 5th or something, didn't they? 7th,
No.
right in there.
Oh, they ended up dropping pretty far.
Yeah.
I mean, not that dropping 10th like for their first year back in the Prem.
They were 9th.
And they kind of shocked everybody with how well they were playing and just taking points. But I was a little shocked that they really slow start for them this year. And I'm going with Fulham as well. I don't see if any, I don't see Sheffield winning. If anything, I'll see a draw happening, but I think Fulham's going to take the full 3 points.
I am going to go Sheffield. Fulham has conceded the second most goals, or tied for conceding the second most goals in the Premier League, and have, I believe, the worst goal differential. So, like, if there's ever a time for Sheffield to put together and get some goals, it's now.
That's because that was before they had their center back went out, and they just took I believe the center back from, where is it? I'm looking for it right now on my computer. They just signed a center back from Man City, and then they got Ruben Loftus-Cheeks from Chelsea,
He's an attacker.
and they just got a new goalkeeper in Areola from PSG.
Hey, I'm going with Sheffield.
I respect it. I mean, you're red end. Even if you didn't pick United last, it was going to come to an end this one. So,
Yeah.
Doug, got anything for us?
He is muted.
All right. We could always come back to him now. But we'll skip on to another game that nothing super crazy. But we got Crystal Palace versus Brighton and Hove. Tucker, kick us off with this one, then we'll come back to Dougie.
I mean, another game that I don't necessarily have a strong opinion on. I mean, where are they at in the table currently? Is this just? I mean, I'm going Crystal Palace.
You on Palace?
I'm going Palace. I like Zaha a lot.
Were you a little disappointed when, because he was rumored to Tottenham. I mean, he was rumored to everywhere, wasn't he?
He was rumored to Arsenal more than Tottenham.
I guess you'd rather have him stay than go to Arsenal, right?
Yeah. And then they got Pepe instead, who I don't like, so it worked out for me. I will say I did forget when we were talking about Arsenal before. Saka, I love him. I think he should play over Pepe every game.
Pepe doesn't even start right now.
Saka should be.
Willian plays.
Yeah, no, that's a mistake.
I just want to quick thing, Tucker. Just want to say that you do have a fan in the chat.
I see that.
Just boosting your morale a little bit, right? Just getting you hyped.
He knows.
I'm personally going with Brighton here. As much as I like Zaha a lot, I mean, how can you not with that hairstyle that he goes with? He kind of looks like a pineapple head, right? But I don't know. I'm feeling Brighton on this one. I can see a draw here too. But with these like lower table teams, like you really don't know what's gonna happen. I'm sticking with Brighton here, and I wish I knew some odds for this, but I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Nick?
I'm going Palace too.
Any reason, or just kind of chilling?
I just like the way they play. They play different than they did last year. Zaha actually looks like he's the top player in the Premier League again compared to what he was last year. And then I like they just signed a young guy from QPR. His name is Aziz. He's phenomenal.
Where is Palace on the table? I don't have the table pulled up right next to me. I'll get that right now.
I'm back. Give me Fulham and Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've missed you, man. Fulham. We need some odds though. You've been gone. You've deprived us from our odds. What are they?
Let's see. Fulham is plus 280. Sheffield plus 110. Palace plus 175, and then Brighton's plus 175. So it's pretty even. Crystal Palace and Brighton are pretty even.
Any reason for either of them, or is that just gut feelings?
The only game I have notes on left are the Tottenham game and the Leicester game.
Yep. All right. So let's move on to Tottenham.
Hammering them.
I am hammering the opposite.
Yeah, me too.
Is that just the hate for Tottenham, or
No. So West Ham is in a tough spot right now. Their next 2 games after Tottenham are City and Liverpool. They know they really need this game. Tottenham is privy to lose these games all the time. So anytime you give me a chance to bet against Tottenham when the other team knows they're extremely desperate, I will take that. Especially, you ready for these odds? West Ham to win straight up plus 475. I love those odds.
Ooh, those are good odds.
Yeah.
Are you telling me you're taking those odds right now?
I'm taking those right now. Tottenham's minus 175. The tie is plus 325. But give me West Ham plus 475.
Wow.
I'm all in on that one too.
All right, let's go into another topic that we got here. Is Bale going to see playing time?
I thought he was retired.
I think if anything, late in the game, post 60-minute, actually probably post 70-minute sub. Don't know though. We'll see. Have you seen how much he's smiling during training though?
He's loving it.
Guy.
He's loving it. I mean, how can you not smile in training that much when you got Son next to you?
I knew that's where you were going, and I love it.
I mean, it's Son, right?
Did you see the videos of them playing basketball at practice?
No, I did not.
It was rough to watch.
Really?
Well, they play on a turf field for whatever reason, so like you can't dribble in the first place, and then also none of them know how to dribble. It's bad. But Bale switched to 3, so that was the main point there.
Nice. Yeah, I'm obviously taking Tottenham here as not only a fan, but you know, I'm pretty sure the last match we had against West Ham, I want to say it was a draw, or was that Son's hat trick? I'm trying to remember, but I don't know. I always love waiting for the morning of the matches to know, because they have so many players to throw out there, Tucker. Not that Nick and Doug really care about this team or topic right now, but
You guys won 2-0.
But you never know who they're gonna throw out there. They have so many options now, and it's almost like too many options.
It's like they're a real soccer team.
Yeah, like last season we knew everybody who was gonna be there, but now it's just like I don't know who's gonna start in the middle. I don't know who's gonna.
I am so in on this team and with Jose, and I am so ready to get my heart broken.
Like every year we do.
I don't even know
No,
how you be in on this team. This is like the classic like 6th place team right here. And
No,
Bale's
so
gonna
in.
come in. He's gonna be washed up. He's gonna look nothing like the Bale that you think he looks like.
So
And he's
it-
gonna be
and
like a super
I'm-
sub at
I'm
best.
Oh no, I'm on board with Bale not being at all the player he was, and like he'll be a super sub last 20 minutes sort of ditch effort sort of thing, and maybe he can survive in that role. I don't see him being a consistent starter, but I love Reguilon so much already. He is like by far becoming one of my favorite players on the team very quickly. And as much as like when we bought Højbjerg, I was like, what the fuck is this? Why are we spending 15 million on a defensive mid? He was literally exactly what we needed. And I was always like, Jose is this crazy asshole, and it's definitely partially because he's my crazy asshole now. But like actually seeing him and like seeing the way that like he interacted through the whole documentary and everything, seeing his current press conferences and everything, he like I am so in on him.
Yeah, I'm excited for this season. I know Doug just said a classic 6th place team. I think they're gonna come top 4. That's a little biased probably, but I think I'm gonna see a top 4 performance here. And with that, we will move on to Leicester versus Aston Villa. The team that failed everybody last year, it seemed like. I know, Tucker, you were pretty high on them.
They spent so much money and were just so bad.
I'm gonna go Leicester here just because they're chaos this year. Like they're chaos. They one game they're beating Man City, and then the next game they're losing to West Ham. So who knows? Whatever. I'll just take the better team. They're minus 117. So sure, give me those odds. Whatever.
I'm also going Leicester.
I'm gonna go Aston Villa. I think they need to do something to kickstart their season. Have they got a win yet, or are they just like one draw? I think, right? I need
They
someone.
just beat Liverpool 7-1.
Oh, that is right. They just did. I think they're gonna.
They have 3 wins.
Really?
Yeah, they're second in the league.
I thought they were
Also,
struggling
Aston
again.
Villa,
No, Aston Villa's second in the league. Leicester City's third.
Well, I'm still going with Aston Villa. I think
Leicester has played an extra game.
as much as I do like Leicester, though, I think they have a great squad. Love Jamie Vardy, even though he gets those bullshit goals. But I don't know. I think Aston Villa takes this one.
Have you ever heard his pre-game rituals?
No.
nuts.
It's like the night before he like drinks 2 bottles of wine and gets like completely wasted. He wakes up in the morning and just like drinks a shitload of Red Bull, like doesn't eat. Like it's just weird shit like that. I can't remember exactly what it is.
No, yeah, it's 2 bottles of wine. He drinks two Red Bulls, like 15 minutes before kickoff, and then he just.
So he's all amped up on Red Bull.
Why he's so fast?
What are the last 2 games your picture and
Oh.
Twitch is covering it?
We got I'll move myself here maybe. But it's Burnley and West Brom, and then Leeds and Wolves. We will move myself over here. But Nick, who you taking?
Burnley.
No. Before Villa.
Oh, I said Villa. I like the Villa.
All right. First impression, Nick. We got Burnley.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah, give me West Brom and Leeds. I have nothing to say about either of these games.
I have something to say about West Brom. They are terrible, and they're gonna
Yeah,
come in last place. They're gonna get relegated. It's just they are not good.
All right, give me West Brom.
What's the odds on them? I'm actually kind of curious.
No, you know what? Sokin has said that Leeds and Wolves will be a draw, so I want the draw on that one.
Do you like that? Do you like the?
Yeah, I like
you
the
like the
draw.
draw?
All right, so West Brom is plus 145, Burnley is plus 205 in that game, and then Leeds is plus 145, Wolves are plus 205. The tie there is plus 225. Love the tie.
All right, Tucker. What you feeling for the first game?
I'm gonna go tie in the first game because I don't give a shit about either of these teams, so why not?
Fair enough.
Also, I just checked and I found it right before the games. He drinks 3 Red Bulls and a double espresso.
That's
How does he not have a heart attack?
Don't know.
man, Tucker. You are.
And is it his wife or Rooney's wife that was the crazy one?
Rooney's.
It was Rooney's wife that was leaking news about the Vardys? I thought it was the other way around. Yeah, it's the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all on Burnley with this one. Like I said, West Brom is so bad. They're not gonna. I think Burnley wins by 3 or 4 goals here. But that's just me. And
Are you aware that West Brom is above Burnley in the table?
yeah, no, they both are trash. But West
Okay.
Brom is so bad.
I mean, they have a win.
Yeah, they're still
No, they have a tie.
they're
Sorry,
still
they have a tie.
trash. I'm pretty sure I have West Brom in our pick'em too.
Actually, yeah, their goal differential is worse than Burnley's. You are correct there.
I know if Nick wasn't an Arsenal fan, he would be a Leeds fan. So I'm gonna go with Nick taking Leeds on this one.
Oh, yeah. You know.
And I mean, you just wait till either Neymar or Ronaldo join Wolves because it's just gonna happen.
Neymar can't.
Just wait until Holland joins Leeds.
I know Neymar can't, but Ronaldo can because it's his national team is Wolves, and I just love the fact that they accepted it and they have Portuguese kits now.
And that's who I'm going with.
You're going with Wolves?
Yep.
Give me the tie. This game's got draw written all over it.
I keep forgetting the ties are a thing, even though I just did one.
high scoring or
0-0.
0-0?
It's gonna be like 3.
It's gonna be 2-1 Wolves.
If I wasn't a Tottenham fan, I'd be a Wolves fan. That's just how it goes. And I like the Wolves here. I think they're gonna shock the world and just stomp leads. Maybe we'll see.
Astros just hit a walk-off.
Did they?
Yep.
Who was it?
Correa.
Well, I guess Game 6 will be. Is that
It's a good way
tomorrow?
to close it out. Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Well, that's exciting. Well, there's our picks for Week 5. If anybody has any last-second changes or input they want to throw in on this, feel free. Other than that,
I love Tottenham.
me too, man. Me too.
I love Jose.
I'm excited for this week for all the games. I think there's some good games in there. I mean, there's some games you don't care about, but there's always going to be that. Other than that, I think that pretty much wraps up this segment. We can go in. Most likely, we'll go live next Sunday morning if everybody's around. We'll be talking about fantasy football and what's going to happen this week. Who knows who's going to play and who's not going to play with COVID. Who's going to go off.
Hot takes?
You can save those hot takes for Sunday morning. And then we can go from there. But I'm excited. This was a great start to who knows what it could be. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. But yeah. Any last thoughts, anyone?
Never pay a running back.
Never pay a running back.
Oh, Dodgers up 1-0.
If Harry Kane wants to do anything with his career, he should leave.
There you
Dude.
go.
He's got Jose.
I like that. We all have to have a take that we sign off.
Jose is a better coach than Pep Guardiola.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You asked for a hot take, man.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I don't know if I can beat that one, Tucker.
Throwing it down.
I don't know, man. I said Tottenham top 4. Let's just end with they're winning the league this year. Bet the house on it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
All right, gents. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Goodbye, sir.
Have a good one. That was the third half.